In 1 Kings, we see the construction of the temple under the oversight of King Solomon. This temple stood until the year 586 BC when it was destroyed by the Babylonians. We see the construction of the second temple in the books of Ezra and Nehemiah. Historians tell us Herod the Great began a campaign to enlarge and beautify the Second Temple around 30 to 20 BC, and this beautification project did not end until 64 AD, just 6 years before the Second Temple was destroyed. This means the temple is still the pride and joy of Jerusalem as Jesus arrives on scene the day after his triumphal entry. The beautification project is still underway, but construction isn't what bothers Jesus. As he enters, he finds money changers, people selling doves, and a temple courtyard that appears more crowded marketplace and less holy ground. This marketplace within the temple is referenced by both the Talmud and Flavius Josephus, declaring the space the Bazaar of Annas. Luke 3:1 tells us Annas and his son-in-law Caiaphas have been placed as the high priest. Both are of the lineage of Aaron, but their power and placement has a lot more to do with their Roman rulers than their ancestry. John records a conversation between Caiaphas and the other priest where they show fear that Rome will take away their power. What are we to do? For this man performs many signs. If we let him go on like this, everyone will believe in him, and the Romans will come and take away both our place and our nation. The exchange of currency and the purchase of animals are necessary parts of the process. People come from all over to celebrate the Passover in Jerusalem, including worshipers from other nations. They exchange their foreign currency and purchase animals to prepare for their sacrifices. The issue is that this necessity has moved from outside the temple walls into the temple itself. Jesus himself points out in Mark, "Is it not written, 'My house shall be called a house of prayer for all nations'?" Instead of stepping into a beautiful scene that immediately calls attention to God and the worship of Him, those visiting the temple enter what appears to be another marketplace, where merchants bark for attention and attempt to sell to everyone who passes by. The Sadducees and priests have allowed these vendors onto the temple grounds, fully expecting to benefit from a cut of the money received through the price gouging that is occurring. This infuriates Jesus. Matthew, Mark, and Luke all provide accounts of Jesus' righteous anger as he throws merchants out of the temple, overturns the tables of the money changers, and does not permit anyone to carry mercantile goods through the temple. All three accounts include Jesus quoting Isaiah 56:7 and Jeremiah 7:11. He said to them, "It is written, 'My house shall be called a house of prayer,' but you make it a den of robbers." Although only Mark includes the temple as a house of prayer for all nations, all three Gospels call the temple a house of prayer, referencing Isaiah 53, and all three show Jesus informing the crowd the temple has become a den of robbers. This is a direct reference to Jeremiah 7. Has this house, which is called by my name, become a den of robbers in your eyes? Behold, I myself have seen it, declares the Lord. Jeremiah used these words to condemn the spiritual idolatry that was occurring in the first temple. And here, Jesus echoes those words to condemn the monetary idolatry occurring in the second temple. This does not sit well with the officials present. The chief priests and scribes heard it and started looking for a way to kill him, for they were afraid of him because the whole crowd was astonished by his teaching. Luke conveys this same message, but points out the priests and scribes are unable to get to Jesus because the crowd hangs on his every word. Luke also tells us Jesus teaches there multiple days during the week, but whenever evening comes, he and his disciples leave the city.